Okay, ready?
Got it.
Okay. Okay,
Milo.
by Ira and Alina.
Life cycle of a Milo plant.
A Milo plant starts with planting a seed. Then the seed germinates. After that, a sprout grows out of the seed. That sprout soon becomes a seedling, and that seedling becomes a plant. Soon that plant grows flowers, and those flowers turn into fruit and a panicle with seeds. Then it starts again. This is the life cycle of a Milo plant.
How much Milo is raised each year?
Milo is one of the top 5 cereal crops in the world. The United States is the world's largest producer of grain Milo, having produced 373 million bushels in 2020.
Where and how Milo is shipped?
Milo is shipped by trucks, rails, and barges to East Asia and smaller amounts to Mexico, Sub-Saharan Africa, and South Asia.
Beware of Milo.
Milo silage may contain toxic quantities of prussic acid, but it escapes in gaseous form when the silage is moved and fed. Prussic acid is released very quickly from the glucoside form in frozen leaves, and hence frosted sorghum is very dangerous until it begins to dry out.
Video.
If you ask 100 people if they've ever eaten sorghum, chances are they'll have no idea what you're talking about. However, most people don't really eat sorghum. Chances are they'll have. Well, if you ask 100 people if they've ever eaten sorghum, chances are they'll have no idea what you're talking about. However, most people don't realize that sorghum is a cereal grain, and it's actually the 5th most important cereal crop in the entire world. Is it sorghum or Milo? Milo or sorghum? Well, it's both. Grain sorghum is also called Milo, and it's one of the most versatile crops in the world. The earliest record of this ancient grain dates back to 8000 BC in Africa. Sorghum was domesticated in Ethiopia, and from there moved throughout all of Africa, where it still remains an important cereal grain today. In 1757, Benjamin Franklin introduced the first grain sorghum crop to the United States. Today, sorghum is used for food, feed, and fuel across the world. Sorghum's use in the ethanol market has seen tremendous growth in the past few years, with 30 to 35% of domestic sorghum going to ethanol production. Sorghum kernels can vary in color from white and pale yellow to deep reds, purples, and browns. It's an extremely hardy crop and naturally tolerant to drought, so farmers can efficiently utilize marginal land and conditions. Tolerance, versatility, and yield potential make sorghum one of the most important crops in the world.
We hope you liked our presentation.
MashaAllah.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sameera, and the topic given to us is, with a partner or in a group, research a main agriculture crop in your state, use a variety of sources, then create a slideshow about the crop. Include a diagram and these facts: the crop's life cycle, how much of the crop is raised each year, where and how the crop is shipped. Make sure your diagram has labels and your pictures have captions to help readers understand the process. Finally, share your work with the class.
Sameera, you're on. Fruit plant.
By Amira,
Zainab, Sameera, and Musab. Pictures of a jute plant. Facts.
What is jute used for and where is it grown? The jute plant. Jute, a long, soft plant fiber that is spun into coarse, strong threads, is obtained from the plant's Clotris abscissa and Clotris capsularis. History of jute. Jute is the common name for any plant in the Quercus genus, which contains up to 100 species. White jute, Quercus capsularis, and Tosa jute, Quercus obliterans, have commercial importance as sources of natural fiber. Jute is a long, soft, shiny fibers that can be spun into coarse, strong thread. It is produced from flowering plants in the genus Quercus, which is in the Mallow family Malvaceae. The primary source of the fiber is Quercus obliterans, but such fiber is considered inferior to that derived from Quercus capsularis. Jute is the name of the plant or fiber used to make burlap, hessian, or gunny cloth.
The scientific name of the jute plant is Quercus obliterans. How much rainfall do you need to grow jute? Jute requires 160 to 200 centimeters of rainfall yearly, with extra needed during the sowing period. River basins or alluvial or loamy soils are best for jute cultivation. Jute cultivation is red soil, may require high dose of manure and pH range between 4.8 and 5.8 is best for its cultivation.
When was the jute plant created? When was the jute plant created? The first jute mill started production in Bengal in 1856. After more than 150 years, the jute industry is now challenged by competition from alternative materials, by the recession in the international markets, and by low awareness among consumers of the versatile, eco-friendly nature of jute fabric itself.
Jute plant in Musawarward. The jute plant is very important in India's industries. It requires 4 lakh workers in India, but in Bangladesh it requires 2 lakh workers to harvest only.
Life cycle and steps. 1. First you get seeds, then you plant the seeds. After that, the seed germinates. Next, the seed germination becomes a sprout. Then the sprout becomes a seeding. After that, the seeding becomes a flower. Next, it is a plant with fruits. Then the plant makes seeds, and it restarts.
Video time. Oh my god. Where is that video? Sorry. This might take a while.
Biggest producer of jute, followed by Bangladesh. Jute is primarily grown in West Bengal, Odisha, Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Andhra Pradesh. The jute industry in India is 150 years old.